Welcome to the pre-bell breakdown episode 9. A little bit late this morning, but just gonna do a quick little morning session here. Let me make sure the live stream is working on YouTube and X. Oh, I just got a notification from YouTube saying that I was live, so that's good. Let's go check X. So that's good. Looks like we're live. Sweet. All right, let me send this out. We're gonna jump straight into it. Let's have a great trading day. All right, so I hate when it auto changes like my lines afterwards. So in the video, watching this giant daily kind of rising, I don't even fucking know what you want to call it. I mean, eventually it's going to get to a point where it's going to be like a wedge and it's got to break out of it. But as of right now, just more of like a pennant, I suppose. Came down, hit this volume shelf just underneath 178, popped back up, closed right back above 180, and then pre-market here just over 182 is what we were talking about yesterday here on the live stream at market close. Wanted to see NVIDIA hold that area, push back above 180, 182 to 182.8, and see if we can get a continuation upside. So let's go see where SPY and Qs are at as of right now. So gap was filled, blah, blah, blah. So it's already marking the equilibrium for me, which is good. Making sure, yeah, so that's accurate, that's good. So big support is going to be down here just underneath 665, down to 664. This zone right here. So you got volume point of control. You have equilibrium, which is going to be the 50% retracement of previous day's range. So that's kind of like your middle ground. And then you have the 664 cycle level. You get big reactions of buyers right here. So just overall, this area right here, right? This is going to be our support. So let me go ahead and type that in here. This is going to be our area of support going into the day. Obviously, resistance, that red box kind of already marks it for me up there, but I will go ahead and just kind of do it myself with the other one because we're just trying to make it match and look fancy here. Resistance. So it's going to be 669.2 up to 670.2. So that $1 area right there, resistance, 665 to 664. That is going to be our $1 area of support. So as of right now, going into the day, look for a move up here. Initial reaction, going to be looking to take short. Previous price action shows this is where resistance is at, where sellers are in, and get a move all the way back down here to the support where buyers can be. So playing ping pong off of those two, unless we see a break straight through that, close above it, and then we'll go to the next zone, which would be up here, higher near 673 to 674, previous week high on SPY, and then underneath 664, 662, and then previous day low, which will take it down just underneath 660 cycle. So that's kind of what I'm seeing right here on SPY. There is an hourly squeeze as of right now. Oh, look, I took calls right there at the freaking low. Boom. Let's see. Let me get rid of all. Let me get rid of this right here. SPY is in an hourly squeeze, which is trying to move to the upside. MACD is also positive. So that is looking good. We are making a little bit higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We have not made the next higher high. So I believe that would take it all the way back up to this resistance area, right? So this would be target upside if that resistance is broken, which would be our next kind of supply zone that's up there, right? But that would be target upside. So by the higher high, higher low from here, bounce, higher low, higher high, higher low, and now the squeeze is moving upside. We have not made that higher high, but above 670 cycle level, that's where I would expect it to go, 673 to 674. So you do have an hourly squeeze right here setting up on the SPY, looking good, moving to the upside as of right now. If we continue to reject right here and we double top, then it's just going to do the SR flip over this spot right here, which is the reason why that's resistance, and then it's just going to come straight back down. If it ends up breaking this trend line, I can go ahead and put here on the chart. I'm just going to run that all the way through, honestly. If it ends up breaking that support, which is going to line up with this trend line and then the volume point of control area, just underneath that 664 area, then you're going to get that move down. So go to the 5 minute. Look how this is just all going to line up. So it'll be interesting to see if SPY does work its way down here at some point in time today, and see if buyers step in that support zone, and if it gets near that trend line right there, and see if it pushes all the way back to the upside. If SPY can break through that resistance right here, then get that move up to that next red zone, which is right up there. It's already highlighted. Don't need to make it gray like I did for this one. But that'll be a good move for potential upside. So want to look at CRM. Jesus. CRM's trying again. It is at the top of the freaking range, right up here. So pre-market has it at 651. So it is trying to finally break out of this thing. Look at this freaking resistance on the weekly chart for the last 3 weeks. All came up here just above 250. And they slam it straight back down, and then it's created this base down here just underneath 237. So looking to see if it's finally going to break out of this wedge. If it can get the move up to 255, I think above 255 area, that can really start the move for an upside break for 270s on CRM. So it is still in this daily squeeze, this huge freaking squeeze right here. And it was moving to the upside, and then yesterday it started to flip negative. And I was like, all right, well, I'm closing my freaking position. So I closed my position. And now I'm going to have to wait and see if I can get a re-entry on this thing. So we'll see what happens. It's right up at the top of the zone. If it starts to break and base above 252, I think that's going to look really, really good. Going to look to take the call swings again. If it rejects this zone and comes right back down, I'll try to do another dip buy in the low 240s for the 4th time, taking this trade from freaking down here, up here, down here, up here, down here. Same thing over and over again. So let's head on ACHR. I like that it keeps holding, but I haven't looked at that one in a minute. Someone say, can you look at Microsoft on the daily? Sure. Looks like a little cup and handle. Broke this trend line right here, and it hasn't back tested it yet. Oh no, it did back test it, and recently just back tested it. So it broke the trend line, pushing back up. You got a little cup and then a potential handle right now. If you go to the 4 hour, you can probably hit the trend line. Look, there's your break of structure, retesting it. Right there. Look at that. Perfecto. Perfection. Look at that. So it broke this little trend line right here downside, came back up, back tested, rejected. It keeps bouncing around 505, 506. It looks like these buyers kind of step in right here. And now it's bouncing back up, still rejecting this out of the trend line, but now also putting in lower highs. So it would need to most likely get above, well, it's just going to be 520 psych level. If it can get a push back up and invalidate this break of structure and this lower high that it's putting in right now, if you're looking for a bullish case, then this needs to get invalidated. It needs to hold here, get a push back up, and then close above this 520 area and then push up higher. As of right now, it was a break of structure downside, coming back up, retest, rejecting, and I would look to see if it's going to actually play more to the downside right here. So underneath 512 again, I think it does go back down and test these lows to 506, 505. Underneath that starts that next move down, 500 cycle level down to probably like 496 after that. It is in a squeeze on the daily and it is moving to the downside. Makes sense for right now, what I'm seeing on the chart. So before it was in a squeeze here, moving to the upside, and then had a really nice move up. And now is in a squeeze. It has not flipped red. It is still blue, but it is moving to the downside. So you'll see the squeeze right here on Microsoft, right here, fired to the upside, held above that 505, 506 area, and then got the move up. So now it broke structure, and now it's forming a squeeze. It's moving to the downside. MACD is currently bearish. So something to keep on watch right here. 651 on CRM call is going to be up huge. Yeah, if anyone's still in the calls, I mean, they're definitely going to be they're going to be up nicely up here. Banks, I do love my banks. Not too many people like looking at the banks. I do. I love looking at the banks. So Wells Fargo recently, Ripper had some earnings. Not really too interested in playing ones that happened right after earnings. Bank of America, same thing. Ripper on earnings, kind of sideways right here. JPM doesn't look interesting really at all. It is in the middle of this entire range. Whoopsies, you guys can't see that. Sorry. JPM is kind of in the middle of this entire back and forth range. Not interested. Wells Fargo, nice move after the earnings right here. Rip upside. BAC, same thing. Earnings, rip upside, just consolidating. So I'm not really too interested in those two. Morgan Stanley, earnings, rip up, pulling back, kind of hanging out. If it breaks underneath, probably this 162 area again, I'll add an alert right there on it. Let me see, JPM. I'm not too interested in JPM. It's just, look at a lot of back and forth right here on JPM. KRE overall, I mean, is looking a little bit heavy. I was recently short the banks for this move right here, right up here, and caught this move down here, and then just rebounded, went straight back to where it was before. Goldman Sachs, yeah, nothing too crazy for me there. Someone said Apple and UPST, yeah. So, oh look, there's my put entry on Apple, and then caught the move down here for the gap fill. So we can go ahead and close that. Apple's right at 250 psych level. It is in an hourly squeeze right now. looking like it is trying to, I mean, you kind of got this weird, I don't know if it's a bear flag or it's going to be some kind of wedge right here, but let me mark 250. So you got just 250 right here where it's just going back and forth while it's in this wedge. Be a good move upside. So if it continues to hold above 250, get the move back up to 252. After that, 253.25, and then 255, 256, and then 259, 260 after that. Going into the day, as of right now, it does show a 15-minute squeeze. It is moving to the downside. MACD is green right now. It has not flipped bearish, it's just moving to the downside. Very similar to like this right here. It was moving to the downside, went flat, and then it fired upside, started to move up a little bit higher, pulled back, and now we're just kind of chilling right here. So looks like there is a little bit of a gap to fill on Apple. Just from the overnight session right there. Nothing too crazy. And then it looks like there's resistance pre-market. That's just right up here. So it's around 250.6. So if it can break above 250.6, get the move up to that next area here from previous day high. What's that one? CRM, one of my favorite setups. Yeah. It's definitely looking good. It's definitely looking good. HYG, J&K rallied back to the downside. Negatively fade. They could bring weakness to SPX. Yeah, absolutely. It's what I wanted to happen recently, honestly. And it started to play it downside, then it just rebounded and went back to where it was. So, yeah, I had the same thesis for regional banks last week, looking for the move downside. I did get a decent move to the downside on the banks, and then just went straight back to where they are now. Earnings were positive on a few of them, ripped back upside. So I think it's still something to definitely keep on watch. Said OpenAI and KO and Trump. We now have Cook. What? Trump make a huge announcement today at 3 p.m. Ooh. Pepsi's still looking good. It's a little rounded bottom here. So that looks pretty good. There was a lot of call flow on AMD yesterday. There was 230s, 240s, 250s. I think there was 320s or 360 calls that came in for next year. Absolutely insane. So look, it's back up to the same spot where it was before. So you have this resistance that's right up here. And you have this support that's right here. Uh-oh, there's a screaming baby outside my door. Try to mark. There we go. And then here. So this is kind of what I would be watching on AMD. Dips under 233 to 230. I would expect buyers to step in and defend that area. And then your resistance kind of starts just above that 240 to that previous high near 243, 244. It does show it's in a 30-minute squeeze. It fired downside. It looks like it's already doing that pre-market. Yeah. So it's already kind of moving down right here. So again, any dips down right here going into the day, I would expect buyers to kind of step in underneath 233 down to 230 side level. And it is 9:15. I gotta jump off here in a second. We'll look at Tesla's in a squeeze on the 5, 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, and the daily. Jesus. 15 minutes moving to the upside. I mean, it is very coiled right here. Very coiled right here. It's fighting this resistance from Monday right now. What's that, like 435? About right here. 435.50. I'm actually going to I'm going to put an alert set for here and alert set for here. Put two levels on Tesla, 435.5 and then 436.8. I think if you get a break and close above one of those two, Tesla can get that move back down to this volume point of control area right here for downside, and then go back up and retest previous day high areas right up here. It is in this squeeze overall here on the 30-minute, and it's putting in an upper base right here, but higher lows. So it could be a little ascending triangle, which majority of the time is more bullish setup, and you get that breakout to the upside here. So definitely something to keep on watch. I do like that for Tesla. Daily looks completely out of whack. So, yep. Watch those things on Amazon, AMD, Tesla, CRM, and then also SPY. Make sure you mark those two zones right here. Have all those levels marked. Apple as well, still looking decent here this morning. So, but I gotta change over streams. I gotta get everything set up for the premium Discord for the live streaming, live trading. So I'm gonna get that moved over here in just a second. Appreciate everybody who tuned in here on the YouTube channel and on the X live stream for the pre-bell breakdown episode 9. Sorry I was late this morning, but decided to come in here. Better late than never. Do a quick little morning session, see where the market's sitting at, and start the day. So it's Thursday. Fridays are a little bit more laid back for me. So Thursday is going to be looking for potentially some good moves intraday, but looking for things for swings going into Friday. Manage those things on Friday, and then kind of have more of a stress-free Friday, hopefully. I'm finding some good setups to swing into the end of the week from today's session. See how it goes. So, all right. If you guys want to come hang out with myself and a bunch of other amazing traders, my other analysts for options trading, futures trading, day trade, swing trade, click the link in my bio to take you to the Discord. There's also the link there up on the screen. Takes you to my store. You can come hang out for free for 7 days, get a whole week. See if it's the right community for you. See if you like it. If not, it is what it is. I just highly encourage everybody to get involved in the trading community. Find people that you work well with. It absolutely helps improve as a trader, in my opinion. So you can use code KCT50 on the monthly, and it takes it down from $69 to $50 forever. So I believe there's still a few of those codes out there. So you can go ahead and grab those if you want. If you sign up with your free trial, that way if you decide to stay, you get locked in at a discounted rate from here on out. So everyone, have a great rest of your trading day. I'm sure I'm going to be live on the Wolf Trading Twitter Spaces as well as a speaker, but I'll mainly be over here live streaming and live trading with the Discord community for the rest of this morning and afternoon. And